young people believe that marketers have data about them. We're supposed to know how old they are. We're supposed to know what they live, where they live. They expect us to know how they behave. Because they know all this, they expect personalization. And they expect personalization in content and in the way we approach them. So if I was to, say, approach a 21-year-old who has stayed with us a few times, that person really believes that I ought to know his behavior and I should customize my marketing initiatives around him. That's a big trend that we're picking up right now. An interesting thing of social and the fusion of mobile with storytelling is that earlier brands would speak to consumers. Now it's a lot of speaking with consumers. When I say speaking with consumers, it means that you need to carry them along with you in the conversation. Because I'm mobile, because I can click on something, I can record my voice, I can click a picture and send it to you, brands now have to create content and stories in which the listener can actually participate and become part of the story himself. That's a big change that I see in storytelling because of mobile. The other one, interesting one, is earlier brands used to think of viewers as listeners. But if we really open our eyes and ears, today consumers are the storytellers. The interesting thing about them is their stories are ever evolving. So I may be going on a lovely drive and I can see something. I can stop my car and I can just click a picture, make a tiny movie, add my comments, and broadcast it to the world. If there are people interested in that content, they will watch it, they will share it. And that is a big difference from just being social and internet and being social on the mobile. So every person is a storyteller and his story is really ongoing. It doesn't stop. Well, while the ecosystem builds for mobile to reach out to more people, I guess we need to take stock of two things. If we look at Snapchat and if we look at WhatsApp, people are already on these platforms. It's the frequency in which they engage with these platforms that makes it really rich. So I guess if you had to ask marketers, and what I fundamentally believe is a tough one, is to have engagement for a person to use you that often. So if we look at someone's smartphone screen, there are many apps, and some apps stand out. And ones that stand out is because the consumer really uses them. There are two parts to that. One is utility based. I need to use this app very often. The other is I engage. There's certain content that I love to read or consume, and there's a lot I can do with that content. So engagement really holds the key over here. And as we know, the mobile screen is like real estate. You really need to have a good balance between utility and great content for engagement for you to be on his phone these days. That's a big challenge.